everything's okay, we are live now. So, hello to everybody. If you can hear me, please type something in the chat so that we can verify that everything's working well. Myself, my name's Kim, owner of Advanced Spray Drones, drone cleaning supply, and we recently started a community around drone cleaning, the Drone Cleaning Network. So yeah, here we are together with my good friends and a colleague from the US. I'm from Europe myself, Belgium. Samir Siddiqui, if I pronounce it well.
Perfect.
Okay.
It was absolutely perfect.
And then, of course, the man himself, Bruno Quieros from Chemitek. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, I'll give the word to you, Bruno.
Yeah, so the whole idea today is to go through a bunch of topics, but the goal for this first webinar, and I believe there will be several, then going into depth of the different topics, is to just quickly go through all the different subjects that you have when thinking about drone cleaning, if you are planning to enter the market, what's the state, good practices to have, what you need regarding certifications and regulations, the types of drones you can have. It's not, although there are many topics, I tried not to be extensive in the content on the presentation. Let's make this more of a conversation than exactly just reading from the slides. So we'll go into
every topic on its own can be a 2-hour, 3-hour webinar.
Easily. Yeah, we'll go through the Chemitek range of cleaning products for drones. Then talking about sodium hypochlorite, aka bleach, which is still ominous presence in drone cleaning in several countries. How they can interact with our products, and do's and don'ts for the use of bleach. Then leave you guys to talk about operational workflows, standard operation procedures, business and commercial aspects, and finally we'll have time for Q&A. Yeah, I'm sure there will be a lot of questions, and we'll try to move fast in order to give time for everyone to place their questions and have them answered. So
yeah, I have a second screen here, so everybody that has a question, just drop it in the chat. Should be working. I haven't seen anybody
I don't see it, honestly.
No, it's not visible on the screen as a presenter, but I do have a separate control room where I can see the chats and I see who joins, but I have not seen anybody asking a question yet. So feel free to do that. Let's kick things off. Nice.
Yeah, and I think we should start with and speaking to you both. Why drone cleaning? Why did you join it? Why did you join it now, especially in your case, Kim? Samir, I'm not sure of how long you've been in the business, but it's such a young industry that I'm sure it's not been too long. And then maybe talk a little bit about the different substrates that you can have, different type of buildings and equipment that you can clean with drones, and where it doesn't make sense to use a drone also, because from my point of view, drone is just one more tool in your pocket. There are some cases where using a drone will be an overkill for sure, and probably slower. I'll pass the word to you guys. Maybe start with you, Kim. You are the youngest probably in the industry from between you and Samir.
Yeah. I'm the greenhorn. It wasn't too long ago that I started with drone cleaning. Most of you know me from LinkedIn or Facebook, from the Solar Cleaners Network, from Solarco Cleaning, which was my commercial solar cleaning company, which I actually exited 2 years ago. But even there, I was already heavy on robotics and technology. Although I stepped away from that business, this technology, and that's drones right now, which I was already using while I was cleaning solar. Back then it was just for thermography. So yeah, I continued that path, and that led to drone cleaning, not so much specifically for solar, but more for building maintenance, roof cleaning, glass cleaning, which I see becoming more and more popular over here now. Yeah, and that's a bit my journey. I had no background in pressure washing, etc., which my colleague Samir can tell you more about. But yeah, that's basically the reason why I started with drone cleaning itself. I saw the opportunity. There's not a lot of competition here. Yeah, and I'm all for the technology itself. So that's my story. Samir.
Okay. Hey guys, Samir Siddiqui. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, which is South Texas here in America. So a little bit about my background is that I was in basically construction, insurance adjusting. I'm sure you guys have that. You know, something happens to your house, you have the insurance company sends an estimator, an adjuster, inspector. So I was doing that, and I was doing a lot of roofing as well. I got into roofing sales. And here in Texas, we get a lot of hail. I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys really get hail where you guys are. But for you don't know, hail is ice. It's just chunks of ice that fall from the sky. And so I'd be on tile roofs, and that's what got me into drones was roof inspections. So I started doing roof inspections. That got me into drone work. And I'm not sure what that noise is. Someone might want to silence their mute their mic. But basically, I would do the drone inspection, and the tile roof was fine because it was not big enough hail. But inevitably, 1 out of 2 customers would ask me if I could pressure wash their roof. I would tell them, well, you don't pressure wash. It's called soft washing, yada yada. So then one day on LinkedIn, this is back in late 2023, I saw a wash drone post, and I was just like, my eyes came out of my head, like, what is this? I can't believe what I'm looking at. And it took me about a year to learn traditional pressure washing, soft washing. I went and worked with other traditional companies to learn chemistry, learn equipment, learn what a pump is, learn all these things. Then I got the drone, and I started my business in March of this year. I've been relatively successful as far as the launch goes. Probably not as consistent as I want to be, but I've done some pretty cool projects so far, some kind of unique stuff that we can talk about later. You know, kind of speaks to what is appropriate for a drone and what is not appropriate for a drone. And you guys really should know the difference. Not every job is for a drone, and so you have to be able to bid on it correctly. So that's a little bit about my background.
Your mic is off.
All right, so I didn't know if you guys want to move to the next thing in the agenda, or just what you guys want to move next to. Kim, I think you had some points here on the
Kim,
agenda.
your mic is off. You need to turn on your mic.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you.
No, just wanted to mention really short that this was my idea when I started with drone cleaning, that it's a drone and it's pressure washing, high pressure. What I quickly realized was if you think that you can clean with a drone with strictly high pressure, you're gonna run into problems. It's not only high pressure that you're using, your chemicals do most of the work. And I always give the example when you pressure wash a driveway and you use a turbo nozzle, you know how close you need to go to the surface, right? It's not something we can do with a drone. We're working at heights, we're working against the elements, wind, KP indexes, you name it. And so we need to be really careful. We don't have that controlled movement that you have when you do this manually. So yeah, that's something that I learned really quick, that you need to work with the right products to get a good end result.
Yeah, and to that point, Kim, I would say is that I know we've had some discussions about soft washing, and I know we have some. We're going to follow up with some scheduled stuff where in our last talk, we didn't really get to go into any technicalities of really what soft washing is. But yeah, and I know there's limitations in Europe with the use of bleach or sodium hypochlorite. There are alternative methods, but like the closest thing that I would relate to your business as far as solar goes, your prior, is that would you use pressure on the solar panels? No. You're using cleaning solutions and rinsing and low pressure. So it's that, I mean, in essence, you guys were soft washing the solar panels. You were using a cleaning solution and low pressure. That's really what soft washing is.
Yep.
So it's that type of a concept, but now out of a drone, essentially, right?
Right. Anything else you wish us to add, Bruno? Now I think your microphone is off.
Yeah, power wash is not the only solution for drone cleaning, for sure. In some cases, it's the best option. In others, like any type of biological growth, algae, fungi, and all that, it's really not an option. Or it's an option. You can still clean it with that, but it's probably not the most efficient or the fastest way of cleaning it.
Yes, I would agree. And just to add to your point, Bruno, what we've been realizing now in the last 10 months is the only time I'll use a high pressure is if there's debris that needs to be blown off the roof, like leaves or stuff like that, where I got to get the stuff off to get to cleaning. Or we've also used high pressure on the rinsing. So if it's like stucco or brick or stone, once we do the soft wash, sometimes if it's really dark staining, you're still gonna see like a little shadow up there. And what we do is we'll go hit it with high pressure rinse just to do a thorough rinse, but not for the cleaning aspect of it.
Yep.
Yeah, true. That's why we also see a lot of setups and probably pushing some topics further away. We see setups for drone cleaners where you see a soft wash system and a high pressure pump next to it. So you have both options in the same trailer or in the same van. So to have both options available at the same time, because you can combine them for sure.